Did you whistle?
Can I shit a ball on the floor?
This beautiful farmhouse was built in 1874 by German immigrant Colonel Joseph Marzen. When Colonel Marzen settled in Lovelock Valley back in the 1870s, not by today's standards, a mansion, his 3,500-acre farm, and a livestock ranch was the showplace of Lovelock Valley. The original lands of the Marzen House are known as Big Meadow Ranch, named for the famed Immigrant Trail landmark where wagon trains would rest up for the long and treacherous journey across the 40-mile desert to California. After being listed on the National Register of Historic Places, the Marzen House was donated to Pershing County and was moved 1.5 miles from its original location to the edge of Big Meadow Ranch in 1980, where it was now utilized as the Marzen House Museum. Approximately $34,000 was spent to restore the home to its original state based on architectural drawings, and mining equipment is on display from surrounding ghost towns such as Tunnel Camp, which was built to dig a tunnel to drain water from the Seven Troughs mine. The museum also has a vintage automobile collection and other antiques from Lovelock's history. Today, there are multiple apparitions seen in the house, photos taken of spirits looking out the windows, disembodied voices, taps, touches, and cold chills, and even objects moving around. Okay guys, we are in Lovelock at the Marzen House Museum. This is a big moment for us. Ghost Adventures was here.
So it was last October, and we had the Clampers Winter event, which is a big party for the Clampers. It's the only one Wyvern can attend. There was dinner and dancing and stuff. The next morning, my niece, my best friend, and myself, and our two dogs are in my backyard, kickback. And all of a sudden, this guy walks down my back stairs that I've never seen before in my life. And I'm looking at him, what are you doing here? He says, I don't know. They told me to help me. Well, we found the museum video. He had gotten off the freeway and come straight to the museum and parked. He had walked up to the front porch. He was looking through the window. He was talking through the door. And he said that the people at the museum told him to come to my house. He literally went over the back fence, walked down the alley, cut through my neighbor's backyard, walked straight to my door, no hesitation, like he knew exactly where he was going. Walked in my house, walked up through my house, out my back patio, down in my backyard, because they told him where to go and that I would help him. And we did get him help.
And he wasn't from Lovelock.
And he wasn't from Lovelock, he was from Utah.
Wow. So there's really no aggressive spirits here. They're all very nice, they're very helpful, they care.
Yeah.
We don't have any negative. I mean, sometimes Zeke gets grumpy,
Yeah, Zeke gets grumpy,
but
no.
he's not negative.
No.
We have not had
negative.
anything negative here at all.
Overall, how many spirits do you think is here?
Okay, let's not count the kids. 1, 2, anywhere between 15 and 20.
Now, what's the story Miss Gabby was going to tell us upstairs?
So she was here and I was not. And this is what we
So the
believe.
kitchen's going on.
We believe this is when the little boy came downstairs from upstairs. And there were some kids here and she had toured them. And some of them were in the parlor And some of them were in the girls' world with her. And all of a sudden she hears this bang, bang, bang on the wall, louder than we can hit the wall. The kids in the parlor heard it. She looked all over for it. She even went outside to look for it. And we think it was the little boy who let her know he was here.
Already you could feel the presence of every spirit inside this house.
We'll let her tell us the stories, and then when all the lights are on, I'll do one last walkthrough, kind of like a tour.
Gotcha.
We call her Miss Amelia. We always say please and thank you because that's the era she grew up in. And her favorite thing is the flashlight. She will ask for the torch, the candle, the light. And today when I told her we were having guests, her flashlight was going on and off. She was so excited. Last week we had a gentleman in here that is a medium, and he was waiting for the tour to start, and he said, she's in here going, are you coming in? Are you coming in? Are you coming in? She was so excited to have people come. She loves when people come and talk to her, and she just
saying this.
She just turned the flashlight off. So you like when people come and talk to you and get to know about you, don't you, Miss Amelia? Can you turn it back on? Pretty please. You were so excited.
Oh, there you go.
You were so excited.
This was amazing. Just to see a spirit interact with us agreeing to what we are talking about was absolutely thrilling.
And after he started coming downstairs, like at 2 in the morning, I'd get a motion in this room. And there'd be like a light shadow that would flash around and then a bang. And I thought it was her scaring the little boy out. Turns around, it was the little boy in here bugging her. And she told us that.
She told us that. She said when we were telling the story that we think that she was trying to scare him out. She straight up told us, no, it was
it's the
him.
boy. Well, I have a new volunteer that is just getting to know them. Well, the little boy really likes her.
Yes.
And he told her his name is Edward.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he apologized for doing that to Miss Amelia and said he wouldn't do it anymore. And it hasn't happened since she said it was him.
She straight up told us, no, it was
it's the
him.
boy. Well, I have a new volunteer.
She straight up told us, no, it was
it's the
him.
boy. You talking about this room?
No, I didn't say anything.
This room, and I know some people are not happy with this. This room is either empty or it's full. But there are times you walk in here and there are more than one entity in here, and there's times when you walk in here and there's nothing. I have a recording where we have the devices sitting and we were recording them and we were outside, and all of a sudden it says over here, and then all the devices go off like they were calling them over to play with the equipment. Wow. In this room.
Yes. So all of the dolls on the bed are all gifts that people have brought for baby girl. They have heard about her, they've come to visit her, and that's what all of those are.
So this is our parlor.
Okay.
Now, forever we tried to figure out who was in here.
Look,
Baby girl standing in the doorway.
she's standing in the doorway. Hi, baby girl.
She won't come in
She
here.
won't come in.
This was the men's parlor. Kids were not allowed. So she just walked, and then she'll set it back off.
She'll sit
And you have to be right in front
You
of it.
have to be
walk
right in
in.
front of it to get
It took forever, but we finally figured out that we believe, if you look over here, there's the sign Ruth Sullivan. We believe Ruth is in here.
Have you experienced anything in here?
That has fallen over. Actually broke the table. It was during Lovelock Cave days. But, she wasn't really bumped. It was like she just came down. This is the room that Dawn dislikes.
This is my
Why
not
do you-
happy room.
Why do you dislike this?
So I can tell you a story. We tend to do the Estes experiment when we are uncomfortable with the room. So of course they made me do it in this room because this room makes me uncomfortable. So what we basically came up with, talking to the spirits, was they know I'm uncomfortable in here. They think it's funny and they're going to continue to make me uncomfortable in this room.
Where do you feel uncomfortable?
Let's go. I'll show you.
She will show you.
This is the room I do.
This is the room you do not like.
I have a hard time breathing in this room. For the first 6 months I worked here, I toured it from the doorway. This is where the shadow figure guy hangs out. And this one I'm going to send to you.
Okay.
I'm taking a picture of the full moon over the museum, and there's Ezekiel in the window looking at my house.
This was bone chilling to see.
He makes me uncomfortable. Now it's gotten better because now that I figured out who he is and he's giving recognition, he's not bugging me as much. This is the medical room. This room is most known for work. This room, my son and I were doing a live TikTok investigation. And we both started feeling nauseous, a little headachy. Not normal for this room. And I was sitting in the chair and I told him, I think I need to go down, and I stood up and I saw the only apparition full I've seen standing in the doorway. He had clothes on like that.
After a long-standing talk about multiple experiences in this room, we hear a whistle, and I swear I feel like I was poked.
In this house, we respect.
We absolutely respect.
Did you whistle? Troy?
No,
Did you whistle, Gabby?
No.
There was a
I
complete
feel
whistle.
I heard a whistle.
There was a whistle. I heard it too. I thought it might be Gabby, but if it wasn't Gabby, was it you?
You need to
There was a
listen to
whistle.
your phone audio because I heard a whistle.
Yeah.
Do you get poked?
I don't know. I felt like it could have been like when you had a jacket and a piece of your shirt just doesn't settle down all the way, and it just.
And once we reviewed our audio, we did hear this whistle. Listen closely.
In this house, we respect.
We absolutely respect.
Did you whistle? In this house, we respect.
We absolutely respect.
Did you whistle? Troy?
No.
Did you whistle, Gabby?
No.
There was a
I
complete
felt-
whistle.
I heard a whistle.
There was a whistle. I heard it too. I thought it might be Gabby, but if it wasn't Gabby, was it you?
You need to
There was a
listen to
whistle.
your phone audio because I heard a whistle.
Yeah.
Do you get poked?
I don't know. I felt-
So this area, right now we have it set up as a bathroom. Well, back in the time when this was the Marzen House, there was no indoor bathrooms. We believe this was the servants' quarters. Well, we have a lady by the name of Alice in here, and she wants us to find her grave, but unfortunately we don't have a last name, so we're having a hard time trying to figure out who she is. But she's our most seen apparition.
How do you know she wants you to find the grave?
She asked us.
Did she tell you by?
Many times. Every time we come up
On
here,
the Spirit Talker,
Spirit Talker,
utilizing the
obvious.
flashlight.
she keeps asking the same thing over and over in here. And this is the only place we get that.
When we ask questions of them, we will ask them the same
Many
questions
times.
different ways using multiple devices. And if you get the same answer over and over and over again, eventually you have to accept that that's the answer.
So when I'm doing my ghost tour, we are out front here on the hayride, and I'm telling the stories. And almost not every single one, but more often than not, as we're leaving, you will see her waving out the window.
She'll move the curtain.
She will move the curtain, literally move this curtain, wave at you, and Kelly will always know when I had a tour because now this is moved and the curtain is moved and no one is up here. I literally had a guy jump off my tour to try and prove that there was somebody up here, and there wasn't. So here's
This is
the next
last
room.
This is the level
Oh
up there.
man, you can feel the energy.
Oh yeah.
This is a great room for
This is a
energy.
great room. This is where I was standing when the thing came
Into her head.
Into your head,
I was standing here. And poor Jeff, they didn't want him to tell me, so they went shh in his ear, and he jumped so hard he almost hit his head on the door frame. It scared him because he had never had a spirit talk to him before. And the rest of the time we were in here, there was this ball of energy about this high that was at least 10, 15 degrees colder than the house because it was June when we were filming, and there was no air conditioning. and it was at least 10, 15 degrees, and all you had to do was put your hand down, and you could feel it, and it followed him everywhere he went, which was one of the little kids, which I think was the kid telling him not to tell me that the thing was coming down his way. We hear voices in here. Miss Gabby has seen a black mist about this big, like this, shoot down the hallway into this room. I've seen it shoot across the room over into there while we were doing a tour.
We were doing a tour and we all saw that.
Again, right over here. Where would you say the room that has the most activity?
Not count baby girl?
Including baby girl. Any room in the Marzen house, where would you say has the most
That's
activity?
hard
That's hard to say.
They all
It
have so
depends.
much.
They all have their own unique activity.
We weren't even there for a full half hour yet, and already we started getting countless amount of activity from flashlights. Countless amount of orbs.
Even loud gasps.
Feel the energy.
Oh yeah.
This is a great room.
This-
REM pod activity.
And this is what we believe.
EMF spikes.
So this room we get under flashes.
And whistles.
This house we respect.
We absolutely respect
Did you
it.
whistle? And just sort of freaked. I came into this morning. It was very active yesterday, so. And I was in the attic playing, which is probably not a good thing. I'll post some of that video also. Now, I want to explain something as we do this, just so you guys know. To open these doors, you have to actually unlock that. This little lock, so to lock it, you push it down. So you have to actually unlock it before that door will open.
For the first part of our ghost hunt, we decided to set a camera up in Miss Amelia's room while we were in other places in the museum. And during this time, there was constant flashlight activity, an orb was caught, our camera kept blurring in and out, and there is even taps and creaks. If you look closely, you could see what almost looks like a butterfly looking anomaly in the mirror. This was absolutely astonishing. Alright, Miss Amelia, we're in here, we're by ourselves. I see you have the flashlight going off. What I have here is, I would like you to try this for me, okay? This is a REM pod. This is how I could really get direct responses from you. Okay, all you got to do is touch this, make it go off. Okay, it will detect your temperature difference. Can you please try and make this go off for me? All you got to do is get near it. After waiting a few minutes, Zebeth went into the kitchen to see what he could find. When I grabbed the flashlight and finally started getting some really good activity. Can you please make yourself known? Look closely as you could see an anomaly shoot past the REM pod. Can you please touch that flashlight? Are you here with me, Miss Amelia? There it goes. And I will admit, it did get cold in here. Yup. And right around this time, when Zebeth was in the kitchen, you could see an anomaly right above his head. Look very closely.
Can you touch the ball on the floor?
Look closely as you can see an anomaly manifest itself and slowly move upward.
Can you touch the ball on the floor?
After catching no further activity in Miss Amelia's room, I decided to walk around with a ghost hunting millimeter and an EVP recorder.
Just do that, and then it'll let it.
Bro, I'm gonna go upstairs. The energy is insane. All right, Mr. Ezekiel. I'm in here. Are you in here too? I understand you were seen out this window right here. Can you do something in here? Move something to make yourself known? Let me know that you're in here? Can you make this go all the way to the red? Can you stand right in front of me? You stand in front of me, please? Oh. After getting some pretty high spikes and seeing my LED light ghost ball light up, I decided to pull out my EVP recorder and conducted my very first EVP session when I got an EVP almost within seconds. Is there anything that you would like to tell me? Are you upset that, are you upset that I'm somebody new? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, and I'm gonna play it back. Upon review, after I ask, is there anything you would like to tell me, you could hear no come through the EVP recorder. Listen closely.
Is there anything that you would like to tell me?
Guys, this was amazing to hear. And after hearing this, we decided to go back to Zeke's room with an SB7 spirit box. Headed upstairs. Hi. You know I'm coming up here? All right, Ezekiel, I'm back. Can you tell me something? Hi. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Do you not want me in here? Oh wow, just caught something right there. Hello! Even though they were hard to make out, I feel like these were some good responses from my SB7 spirit box. And while I was operating my SB7 spirit box, Zevith caught some good activity in the parlor and in baby girl's room.
Can you interact with this right here? See? I know you don't like these stuff, but could you interact with us? Maybe because... Yeah? You can?
This was awesome to see this spirit agree with him.
Interact with us? Maybe because... Yeah? You can? How about you, baby girl? Maybe you want to move one of these dolls? Just not that one. That one specifically should not move. Or that one. That one's good too. Or you know, that one. That one should not move. But any other doll, if you made them move, that would be great.
Right at this moment, Zevith is unaware that an anomaly manifests itself off the bed and shot towards him. This was absolutely incredible.
What's up?
You've never had the opportunity to do this. I want you to just keep it on this. I've been getting responses up there. No radio interferences whatsoever. I want you to go up there and Ezekiel's room with this. I want you to try it. This is to turn it up. This is to turn it down. Okay, you don't mess with anything else. All it really is the power button. This is the sweep forward. I want you to experience that for yourself. Okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna go get my XLS camera ready. Alright.
Was this? Ollie. Oh. What did you say? Holy shit.
For about half an hour, this is all Zevith got with an SB7 spirit box. And before our XLS camera sweep, Zevith went back into Zeke's room to see if he could catch any more activity when he catches an unexplained voice. Listen closely.
You think you can touch that ball for us? You move it around, make it light up.
Listen very closely as you could hear a very faint moan.
You move it around, make it light up.
Zevith was unaware that we had caught this, and after review, I asked him if he heard it and he said no. This was completely unexplained. And after a few more minutes, we finally began our XLS camera sweep.
Alright. You ready, man?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to begin our XLS camera session. We're going to start in Miss Amelia's room. Alright, Miss Amelia. We're here to see you again. Can you make yourself known? Can you sit? Can you have a seat in your chair?
Unfortunately, we didn't capture anything in Miss Amelia's room on the XLS camera.
Yeah, thank you for the voice responses I've gotten from you. I really appreciate you.
Dude.
Yep, he's sitting there. Thank you. Oh man. Thank you. Is there anything you would like to tell me? He's gone. Okay, we're gonna stop this. And we're gonna stop this because I got something.
Look real closely as you can see a stick figure on the chair.
And we're gonna stop this.
And then another stick figure appears on the other side of the room. But unfortunately, out of every room in the Marzen house, this is the only place we caught a stick figure. There was a lot more activity through the night, including a lot of orbs, but I didn't know where to put them at in the video. We even took frequent pictures throughout the night of our ghost hunt when we catch something phenomenal upon review. The Shadow Man that Kelly, Dawn, and Gabby are talking about. Standing behind the doors of the Marzen house.
It was really awesome to have you guys here because we always do the investigations. And so it's really good to see how they react to somebody else in the building. And
Yeah.
not just us.
Without us there.
Yeah, that we caught a lot. I feel like we caught a lot tonight.
Yeah.
We
We
really did.
wanted to see how they would react to people without us present.
Without us.
Yeah, I mean, we've caught stuff, especially when you guys caught that orb on Zebeth. That was nice.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I guys showed you the EVPs that I caught, pictures that I caught. I caught that Shadow Man. I appreciate you guys having us here tonight. Thank you.
And I'll
We appreciate you being here.
All right,
Very
thank
much.
you.
We'll
thank
send
you.
you more stuff if we find it.
Sweet, thank you.
Absolutely.